All right, let's talk about the Switch. The big switch, the big switcheroo, the big reveal via YouTube.
Now, I am not a hipster and I don't live in Brooklyn. Is the Switch okay for me?
How athletic are you?
I am not. Neither, and I'm not in a band. I don't go into a van on a regular basis. And I've never been to a rooftop party.
Well, do you want to talk about the quality of the reveal trailer, or do you want to talk about the actual product? Because
it was a pretty goofy reveal trailer.
It's pretty goofy, and it's pretty interesting that there were no kids involved in it at all.
Nope, no kids were harmed in the making of that trailer.
Which is, obviously intentionally done, and that's, I guess they want to say that they're like a hip product. But it doesning really look like that, though, does it?
I have a theory on it, though.
Okay, let's hear it, because I was confused by the brand, the messaging.
I think, and again, because it's I think what they're really trying to do, who they're aiming for, at least in that trailer, not overall, but in that trailer, are people who may look back on the Wii with nostalgia.
The Wii U, you mean?
No, the Wii, the original Wii.
Why?
People who remember playing the Wii as a kid are now 20-somethings.
But how is this like the Wii?
It's not that it's like the Wii. It's just nostalgia. It's treating in those emotions of when they got their Wii and they played Wii Sports for the first time.
I can't even tell if he's being serious or not.
I am.
I think he's being serious. I just don't. I'm having trouble making the connections as well with the ad that they put out.
It's because we are the NES generation, the Nintendo Entertainment System generation. So for us, it's when we see Nintendo, if they're trying to reach us, they're going to show more Mario and Zelda, which they showed a little bit of. But this was really more about motion and movement and picking it up and taking it around and sliding it in and showing those little controllers, which Cheapy liked to say how stupid those were, but those controllers are very reminiscent of holding a Wii controller sideways and playing the Wii. And I think that what they're trying to do is recapture that audience that enjoyed the Wii and owned the Wii, but skipped the Wii U.
Wow.
Because they were probably in that gray age area.
Wow. That's a theory right there that I have not heard before.
That could, those things detaching, I completely blocked that from my mind. So yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's going to work or it's a good idea.
Right, I understand. I don't know that people have.
I'm just saying I think that's what they were. You asked why they had those kids in the video, and I'm telling you why.
Do people have a great memory of the Wii? Like fond memories?
When did the Wii come out? 2006?
It came out, well, that was a year after. Did it come out before Xbox 360?
I'm trying to remember what the Wii launch year was.
2006. Yeah, 2006.
2006. That's 10 years ago. If you're 25 now, you were 15 when that came out. You got that for Christmas. It was probably a really good Christmas. You're 13 and you're 23 now.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not that age, so I can't say whether this is right or not.
That's what I'm saying. None of us are that age, so we need someone that age to chime in and let me know if they think I'm right or wrong. Did
you hear Ty's review of the trailer?
I started listening to it.
So no. He liked it, and he said he would like for me to buy one, but if he had to choose, if he was somebody who had no video games in his life, and he had to choose between that and a proper home console, he said he would go with an Xbox or a PlayStation. But I'm not. He didn't. He said, and I asked him why, and he said that the portability didn't seem to matter to him at all. He said he didn't need to be playing games while he walked around. I guess like the woman in the video when she's going over to the party and she's like,
"Yeah,
damn, this Mario game is fucking so hot. I can't stop playing for 1 minute to walk next door." But that being said,
I'm definitely going to buy one of these.
Okay.
We know you are.
But it's strictly because it's the only place to play the Nintendo games. I think it's going to be an underpowered home console because how could it not be with being portable and everything as well? It's going to...
It's an NVIDIA Shield. Right?
Yeah, it's. I don't think Nintendo's portable business is going away because I don't see this as a replacement for the 3DS.
So you think they're going to either continue to support the 3DS with new games,
or there's something else coming for portable,
or there's something else coming? Because that's really what it needs to be seen.
This thing can't be their only portable device unless they're just saying goodbye to the portable market. Because this thing, it prices itself out of this is just a portable device I'm handing to my kid.
So you mean it's got to be well over $200?
Oh yeah, I think this is somewhere in the $350 range.
Well, look, it's only the tablet itself. The leaked specs on the tablet, and they're supposed to be from a very reliable source, say that it's a 6.2 or 6-inch screens, whatever, something around there, but only 720p. And if you look at, the Shield right now, the NVIDIA Shield, this is basically supposed to be a customized Shield, they're $200 and they're 1080p. So maybe this thing could be cheap. Maybe it could be $200. If this thing is $200,
if it's $200, they'll sell a ton of it.
Do you think
because $200 is a beautiful price for a device?
Okay. But listen, well, here's the follow up. If it's $200, do they still need to have a DS line or some sort of portable
Maybe
line?
not. I think, and we talked about this briefly. I think part of what Nintendo may be going for, and again, this is something that still needs to be seen, is not only would they be able to have one device that's both their portable and their home console, it also streamlines the game development process, where they're not making 2 Smash Brother games, they're only making 1 Smash Brother game.
Right.
And that's definitely cost effective. All the Nintendo sales numbers came out this week, and Smash Brothers for the 3DS and the Wii U combined sold the same amount as Smash Brothers for the Wii. So if they made one game and only had to pay one team of developers
they're cheap
to make a Smash Brothers, theoretically,
that's a little bit convoluted though, because
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying
base of the Wii to begin with, your attach rate.
I'm sure there's a lot of overlap there. Yes,
people weren't buying games really for that. Well, I guess they were for Smash Brothers. They were.
Yeah, a lot of people bought Smash Brothers, and a lot of people bought games with Mario in it. But if you're only making one Mario,
they only want to make one. I'm pretty sure that the portable line is going away. They don't. Just like you said, Wombat, they want to save money. Everything that Nintendo does, I think, pretty much is based upon saving money and trying to.
And that's sort of the genius of the console. It's not that the console's so great; it's the amount of money they can save on game development. Or in even a better case scenario, they're able to produce more games quicker. So we're not still waiting for that great Zelda game to come out,
Right.
for the Wii U. Now they can actually churn one out a little quicker because, they've
only been developing that for the Wii U. That does not work for this argument. They've been developing that for one console.
Yeah, well, they
Going
did make
forward,
new
though.
Zelda games. They made a couple of Zelda games for the 3DS.
But it's not the
There
same
was that
people.
one that I played that was excellent.
It's not the
The
same
one where he
people making that
slides through the
versus
walls?
Sure, but it's a different development team.
I know, and now they only need one team to work on one Zelda game.
But
So maybe it's a combination of both those teams. Maybe it's just one of those teams.
I'm pretty sure they
and
said
that other team goes on to make something else.
Hasn't Nintendo said that this is their plan? I'm pretty sure that this isn't like a secret. No.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I think that
they
that's
have
what makes
very
the
much
most
said
sense.
that they are positioning this as a home console, and that the 3DS isn't going away, and they have been kind of choosing their words carefully about the portable side. Now, if this thing can come in at $200, then sure, this can be their portable as well. But I just don't see it.
Or do they make a version of it that doesn't come with the docking station and is just the portable?
Docking station is just a piece of plastic that has that's connecting an HDMI out signal and power. So it doesn't need to be very pricey, but I feel like
crazier things have happened.
I feel like, I mean, when you look at what they've said so far, I feel like they're going to try to sell this thing for $200, and then maybe everything is additional.
They haven't said anything, though.
They haven't said anything.
They're not saying anything. They're saying that they're not going to sell it at a loss, and that we'll learn more on January 12th.
Can't wait.
It better be cheap.
Yeah. So you're going in at 200. Shipwreck, you're at 350.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know that I'm saying 200, but that's what they should be.
So what do you think it's going to be?
Well,
you know how much a Wii U costs right now?
Too much.
Way too much. You know how many they're selling?
Right.
0.
Have they figured that out? I don't know that they figured anything out. Have they figured anything? I don't know. I'd say 250. 250 is my guess.
All right. I'll go in the middle then. I'll go with 300.
So Wombat's coming in at Wii U current price. Cheapy's coming in at under Wii U current price, and I'm going over Wii U current price.
The 720p aspect of the screen, to me, feels like that's not cutting edge at all.
I read this week that the chips alone cost Nintendo $50.
Okay.
May not be a reliable source, but
how much could a 6-inch 720p screen cost?
Pretty sure everything I read on Twitter is true. So $50.
So the interesting thing is, I mean, we've been talking about this, there's been rumors about this thing forever, like years and years. And it turns out they were pretty true from the very beginning. The earliest rumors were pretty much true. The only thing
lots of fairly accurate rumors, yes.
The only thing we really didn't know is how the portable aspect was going to work, if it was going to be like some sort of streaming system or what. But this is how they've done it. They've done it with it's just a tablet with a video out and a docking station. So I know somebody wrote in, like, what would we have done differently? Shipwreck, what would you prefer? And if you were running,
I would
Nintendo,
prefer playing Nintendo games on a modern console,
on just something as powerful as a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Yes,
but how can they compete?
That's what I would prefer. I don't know if that's the right solution for Nintendo by any means, but I just know that every time I play a Nintendo game, I feel like I'm playing it on an inferior product.
Why is that? And why can't?
And I actually am gonna. I'll go the opposite. I think that they should have doubled down on a portable console that is significantly less expensive than the 3DS. I know the 2DS is $80, but it's not as elegant. Maybe something a little more powerful, something that isn't dual screen, but like, under $100.
You want them to make games look like N64 games?
Well, no, I think games that look like Wii U games in a portable for under $100.
That's impossible.
I don't think it's impossible.
If they make a phone, if it's a phone and you sign up for a contract, like a nice contract,
right? $100 Wii. You heard me when I said the Wii U costs $300 currently, right?
I know, but it wouldn't be a Wii U.
But it wouldn't be just as powerful, but portable.
Yes, just as powerful but portable, and under $100
for a third of the price,
and it can make you fly.
Right,
and it can make you fly.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Do you think
so? You would make them do the impossible.
I would make them throw down and have a real system. Spend some money. Takes money to make money. Sometimes
I don't think anyone.
Maybe I think they're making money just fine, and they're just looking for the next hit again.
Cheap hit. They don't want to spend money.
Yeah, cheap. Right. They want to spend money making great games, which I firmly believe Nintendo knows how to make games as well as, or if not better than any other game like developer.
That is a fact. I will agree with you on that.
That's why it's so frustrating that I feel like I'm playing on an inferior product whenever I'm playing this games.
And when you look at,
and I think that's why it's important that they streamline the development process, though, and only have one console and not compete with themselves.
I think that's the goal. I think that's the goal.
And that was the mistake that they did last generation, was having the Wii U and the 3DS.
I can't fault them for that mistake. That's been their business model since the 80s.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying that they knew that was going to happen. I'm just saying that's what happened.
The mistake was the Wii U was not a good idea.
No, if they had just done a 3DS and not a Wii U, but then everyone would wonder why they left the home console. They had to have
no. I just think they didn't need to leave the home console. They just needed to not make the Wii U the home console.
They needed to make the GameCube too.
Perfect.
Maybe. Yep. With a normal controller.
Yeah.
Normal controller.
Yes. If they had that with the 3DS, I don't know. Hindsight's 2020 and we don't work for Nintendo, but.
Well, then you get the third parties though too, because it's easy to port your games over. I mean, this thing's not going to get the third parties again.
No, it's not.
It's going to get the same third party support that Nintendo's been getting for the last 15 years.
That's why it's important that Nintendo's able to churn out more games at a faster clip if this is all they're going to have. That's the other problem with the Wii U. There just aren't enough. There aren't enough games coming out fast enough for the Wii U. There never was during its lifetime, which was not true of the 3DS.
Well, that's because the 3DS is just so much easier to develop for.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It didn't. If you're not going to have third party support, you need to have a plan in place to get games out there at a higher frequency. And if that means having all of your development teams develop games for that home console, that's what you have to do. And that's what this is.
I think so. I think
it's a strategy, but then you're also eating into your own user base a little bit too, because you're stacking your games right on top of each other.
Well, I'm not saying they're going to come out with a game every other week, but at least have a game each quarter would be a nice change of pace for Nintendo.
Finally, we can go back to getting all the different.
I think
Mario
they've had
sports.
a game each quarter.
Have they had a game each quarter? I don't even know.
You guys don't own a Wii U, so you wouldn't. But it has a decent library of Nintendo games. It just has no third-party support to speak of. And the console is just not.
I mean, I feel like there's how many Mario games are there?
There could be more.
Is
proper platformers. I mean, I don't mean like paper ones.
There's Mario Maker.
Mm-hmm.
There's new Super Mario Brothers something.
2. Yeah.
With the Luigi add-on as well, which they released as 2 separate products. There's Mario 3D World.
Sure. Isn't that it?
How many do you need? The system's only been out for 3 years.
Has it only been 3 years? I thought it was 5.
I don't remember.
I was gonna say they need at least one a year.
Well, I think you're right, Wombat. Actually, I think they're consolidating to get out more software.
Look at that.
Makes sense. It's cheap.
It came out.
They're cheaping out.
The Wii U came out in November of 2012.
So 4 years.
2012?
4 years.
4 years.
So
we were both wrong.
Boo, boo, boo. Should we talk about... We'll talk more about the Switch next week, I'm sure. But
we're going to be talking about it for the next 77 days. So 11 more episodes of this before we actually know.
I don't know about that. I think we're probably not going to talk about it again until we
there's going to be a rumor. There's a rumor every day about it.
Right. There's a lot of leak. It's very leaky.
I haven't even been paying attention.
Oh, it's so leaky, and the leaks have been dead on. And they announced there's going to be
3-hour battery life is what the leaks are saying currently.
I saw that one. I saw the 3-hour battery life. That's kind of lame.
It's lame.
That's what
and
you
also
get
that
with
they're
a powerful
thing
like
so
this,
many
though.
accessories. You're not going to believe it. So many, all the best accessories.
They did mention that.
I know accessories. They're going to make all the best accessories. Trust me.
It did mention a lot of you posted that thing in the chat, right, about accessories.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's what I mean.
They said that to the Wall Street Journal.
That's what I feel like. They're going to try to sell it to you with nothing to make it as cheap as possible, and then you're buying like all the controllers you want, and
you want a left joystick, $20.
You want two?
You want a right joystick, $50.
I'm not sure that's what
they'll
I
be
meant.
$20 each.
You know what I mean?
It'll be $20 each, though. That Pro controller they showed, which is what all us old guys want to play with, it'll be $50.
I think that's what they're going to do. I hate to say it, but I think Wombat's right. I don't hate to say it.
They get Pokemon on home console with this as well.
Right.
Yep. It's another, Pokemon on home console. Animal Crossing on a home console.
That exists.